praised the Biden administration's and Democrat Party's push for trillions of dollars to be spent on human infrastructure. He said, "All of us have been trying to be at least optimistic about the promise of the Biden administration and how we have an amazing opportunity to pass legislation that will greatly help the American people." Ellipsis. We've been hoping that most, or all, of this would pass. Major advances in healthcare, childcare, education, the climate catastrophe. All of this got compiled together into what we've been calling the Human Infrastructure Bill, and the price tag recently put on it was more said the $3.5 trillion estimated cost of the human infrastructure legislation was fully paid for by taxes on the wealthy. The great thing about this is that it was being fully paid for by taxes on the wealthy. But, over the past couple of weeks, corporate America, their lobbyists, their mouthpieces in the mainstream media, and their paid puppets in the United States Senate, yes, we will name names, Joe Manchin and Kyrsten Sinema, along with every single Republican, have been sucking the life out of this human. Where does planet Earth go? Moore asked while warning of a climate catastrophe. He later described carbon dioxide as a pollutant, ushering in planetary destruction. When you bring up climate, I'm just curious, if the Democrats aren't going to stand up for what I consider to be such minimal things climate-wise that are in this bill. What's in this bill is not going to actually turn us back to get back to a time when we didn't have so many parts per million in the atmosphere. But if they can't even go for that, the message to me and other people who would consider themselves environmentalists is, wow. If the so-called liberal party of this country can't even fight for that, can't make that happen. Whereas earlier in October, Sinema was harassed by leftists in a women's bathroom outside the classroom where she was teaching at Arizona State University, ASU, over her position on the proposed $3.5 trillion legislation. Leftist news media characterized the restroom episode as a product of organic grassroots opposition to Sinema as opposed to a manufactured stunt by partisan operators. Sirota echoed Moore's warnings of planetary doom and humanity's extinction via climate change. It gets really dark, he said of climate change. He added, if not now, when? Because there may not be a when, but that's what the scientists are telling us, at least when it comes to stuff like climate change.